Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first highlights of the SRL Season 2 around Australia. I hope you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one. So today we'll be riding along with Project 994 as he takes us round the Melbourne circuit. He did this lap time in 1 minute 25.852. So as we approach the first corner, he clips the apex lovely, gets on the power nice and early as he works his way down to turn 3 and turn 4. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of traffic around the track at this very moment. He slams on the brakes nice and early, gets a beautiful apex and doesn't compromise the entry into turn 5. As he goes around turn 5, he comes straight over to take turn 6 nicely and flat out. Approaching the end of the first sector, he is already 2/10 up on the fastest lap time set before him. As he goes round the right-hander, he's coming now down onto the very sharp right-hander, which will lead us onto the back straight. Gets on the brakes nice and early, slight lock up on the front right, gets on the power nice and early and doesn't compromise his exit. Rather than the Mercedes in front of him, it gets a bit tail happy. He's now coming along the back straight, along towards the fast right left-hander. He gets it perfect, and I mean perfect. Shows all the other drivers how it really is done. Getting on the power nice and early and powering himself down into turn 15 and 16. As he hits gear 8, drops it down to gear 4, nice apex. A guy in front of him pulls over to not compromise his lap. He takes the right-hander at 5th gear, and he now slams on the brakes, locks up the front left slightly into penultimate corner. He then, out on his exit, short shifts up to not try and get too much wheel spin. He launches himself out the final corner, opens the DRS and powers straight down to the finish line, and that is the lap of the Melbourne street circuit.
Grid order, RBZ will be on pole position. Put a 9 second. Mike Marshmallow, Izeki, SRL Fisichella, The Lost Warrior, Freyhard Wiz, Lyric GB, SRL Monster, Gouch Crab in 10th place. I think he was able to, Gouch, I'm guessing you probably would want to be in 11th because the free tire choice. Luciano, THFC 97, Insane Mosquito, Cod Killer is Wire Vern Skull, Warney V2, Pepsi Max 978, Caution Gamer, and then myself obviously retired, so I'm going to have to get out of the way. J360, and then we've got VJ1429, E22. We starting back to the grid. Unfortunately, after that supreme position that he was on, and I'm sure he probably would have pole, but.
And my troubles are gone with the wind. It's just me and the ground beneath my feet. I feel so alive. Oh, I feel so alive. Oh, I feel so alive.
In front of, I think that's RBZ. Actually, no, but Project 994 was a bit of ground, and then he's done P4. But now, virtual safety car's out, and lag everywhere. And oh my god, what's just going on? Actually, that's the order. We have, yeah, it's only yellow flags. We've seen the marshals waving yellow flags. But right now, they're probably doing speed, but they probably would normally do a little bit slower than they would have done. Here we go, Richard Sky is ending with a growing green for the Australian Grand Prix, and here we go, Mike Marshmallow is leading the race, Season 1 champion, ahead of RBZ in P2, and we've got SRL Fisichella in P3, and then Project 994 in P4, that's a bit of a mouthful, and Freyhard Wiz in the Metal Hour in the manner in P5, so very close to the top 5, actually top 4, and RBZ has made a mistake. I'm going to ride on board with SRL Fisichella, who's right behind his chuff. I'm going to ride on board with him, and let's just see if we can overtake RBZ into turn 1. He's in the slipstream, and he's had to back out there. Marshmallow starts on the race like you normally think, but there he comes Project 994 behind him, and he won't go for the move yet. Very risky indeed. That is it, a little bit wide there, and Project 994 is being right behind him right now. They've turned to his onboard right now. Here we go, up the inside of SRL Fisichella, and it's for P4 for the race actually, for P4 apparently. Who's in front of Mike Marshmallow? So actually no, we're continuing on with Freyhard Wiz. He's actually behind RBZ right now. He's actually in P3, technically P2, and he's putting on a lot of pressure right now with Freyhard Wiz. Here we go into this left-right, and he's really back out of that one, and he hasn't been able to get past RBZ right now, but continuing on actually, 194 is still right behind him, but these guys are struggling full grip, and it's very difficult to race in indeed on this game. Nothing so far, but we'll keep on forward with these boys for an extra half a lap or so, see if anything changes. But right now, very interesting start of the race. Not much action going on, but this will be a very strategic heavy race. If it stops raining completely and it goes into intermediates and dries, that's the sort of race that people love racing in. We love those strategic races where people are constantly battling for strategy, getting the right strategy, how things roll. Left-right section right now. Let's see how these boys get on with it. Let's see what Lost Roy gets, and he gets a nice exit. And Mosquito's going wide, and that's him into P9. So a very easy overtake there. I'm gonna go right on, but we actually know we have Freyhard Wiz to go past RBZ. So we're going to keep these boys on board. RBZ is right behind him, and he's also positioned to Freyhard Wiz somehow. But we'll keep on board with these two boys who are battling and facing. And actually, RBZ's lost the car. A nice exit will be required here to get a nice exit, and he's going to be into pretty much everything. So let's see what he gets. He goes up the inside. I don't know if they're going to let him go. Up the inside he goes. Gets the move done. Gouge Crab into P7. Can get to him. Yeah, he find him. So we'll keep on board with this one. Don't know. I think maybe Freyhard Wiz has got. Maybe I think he's a possession because I think the AI car's taken over and Robbie's just right behind him. Forming an orderly queue. Unless he's actually made a mistake and he's just got a general problem. But here we go. Let's see if we can get past him right now. For RBZ is P2. Freyhard Wiz was catching, and I can't believe it's so upsetting. He was catching my microphone so quickly, and it's gone. The gap's gone. And my spray. The spray is clearing up, and Freyhard Wiz is going a little bit wide now. So the extra from RBZ is needed here. And let's see what he can do. And using the rear end, yeah, this is a lap to come in for some slick tyres, I think. So let's hope. Oh, he's hit the Freyhard Wiz, so he can have another lap. And in he comes. Project 94 is in the pit lane, so we're going to ride on board. And oh, what was that? 94. Interesting. And the pit these boys, battle of the pit boys. Oh, a little bit of a wait for Bobby. This is going to hurt him. His chances. I think it's. What guys have just yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. Been held up, and that would be that. Let's see what sort of stop. This should be a good stop. Sit tyres, nice, and a good stop there from the Mana boys. That should be in from. We'll see, and we'll check the gap behind. Put a 94. He's actually entered the pit lane as well. Well, RBZ in P3 now. P2, and he doesn't pass level 36. He's gone to the lobby. I guess his AI's taken over, so we'll see this overtake. Should be very easy, and yeah, that's done. Very slow AI indeed. Gouge Crab in P6. He's just pitted again, so he's coming out in behind these boys. So I think we're going to go on board with Gouge Crab if he's going to let me go on board. No, he's going in front of the AI car. It's fine, and we'll see how this. Actually, he's on the option tyres on the soft compound, so he's going to be looking very quick. If he can think he can get these next 10 laps out of the way, on the medium compound tyres, I think they may have chosen the right strategy right now. The soft compound doesn't last like 10 laps, so those people going on the soft compounds, they'll be worried about tyre degradation. These guys are just going on the track. I love this camera. But so far so good for Freyhard Wiz. He's looking for his first break victory. It's a shame for he was doing so well. He was completely dominated. The other stage where Freyhard Wiz was captain the next DRS zone. He's a nice exit through here, and he should get it. Hopefully a nice run through here is possible. Gets it nicely under arrest right now. It should be a bobsleighing overtake if he can, and up the inside he should go. And here he goes up the inside. Clean move. Yes, nice boys. And P6 with SRL monster. So his mic crashed. Hasn't been to save really. So yeah, it's been a bit undramatic. Let's see what happens here. And Freyhard Wiz is going slowly. What's going on? RBZ, here he comes. This is for race victory. Round the outside he goes. He's done it. What? Current to the line. It's going to be RBZ for victory. He will win the first round of the championship. Great job from him. And that is a very nice victory from McLaren boy. And that's a very good drives of this season. of this race. I think he's probably going to have to be driver of the day. He was quite far back, and here comes across the line. Cold Killer is in P3. Nice job from him. Luke GB in P4. He's going to cross the line in the Renault team. Nice job from him indeed. Some good, decent points there. Here he comes across the line. Nice job doing corner for SRL Monster. This will be P5. 10 points on the board for him. I think that would be he'll take that as well. Wyvern Skull will be in P6 as he comes to last corner right now. Nice job from him. Regarding any penalties, indeed. We've got Lost Warrior in P7 actually. He come up towards the Grand Prix, so we'll see how that plans out. And yeah, there you go. That's the race order. RBZ has won the Grand Prix. Push 9-4 in P2. P3 will be Cold Killer is Lyric GB in P4. SRL Monster P5. P6 is Wyvern Skull. P7 the Lost Warrior. P8 Gouch Crab. Some good points there for him. I think not the best race for him. Luciano in P9, and I forgot Verstappen who went. Mike Mushroom in P11, and then all the rest of the guys who disconnected.